Live
Yay!
tonight.
Tonight. I'm gonna sink down a little.
We're talking about New Year's resolutions. We found out last Friday.
I think I got an alert on my phone
The second Friday
that it was Quitter's Day.
in January is
Like-
Quitter's Day. That's when most people abandon their New Year's resolutions.
I thought that was kind of sad. I thought, oh wow, people quit their jobs, and then I'm like, oh no, they just give up on their resolutions. Which
Yeah,
is
give up the resolutions.
probably worse.
So I thought I'd start with what's the definition of a New Year's resolution?
Tell us.
A promise that you make to yourself to start doing something good or stop doing something bad on the first day of the year.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, now we know. You know what? It's funny. I thought about what I wanted to do differently in 2024, but I don't think I was not 100% intentional about like, these are the things I'm going to do differently.
I think that's probably the reason. I mean, we weren't 100% intentional.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I haven't identified what I want to. I mean, I have a few things I know I want to change, but I haven't I didn't put them on the vision board yet.
So so
So why don't I? Note to self.
I took a different approach this year.
Yeah. So tell me about your approach. So I guess the question is, if you've quit on your resolution, there are still things you can do now to either recover or to just realign.
Restart
with
it.
that. Right.
Why not just restart?
You can just
Hey, let's
jump
do this
right
again.
back in. You don't, and for somebody like me who didn't really make any resolutions, I can make resolutions now, and I can be more intentional about it. And you made resolutions, and you're still with them.
I made a resolution. It was an interesting resolution I made this year.
Okay.
I made a resolution to add or enhance a skill or an issue in my life each week.
Okay.
So the first week, I decided that I wanted to eat better. It affects both of us. I do the cooking, so it affects both of us. So
for that.
we've adopted the Mediterranean diet for the beginning of this year, and so far we're doing pretty well with that.
I'd say so.
We're doing. I've actually dropped a few pounds, so I feel good about that. In the first,
I have not measured.
We're 2 weeks in, and I've dropped a couple pounds, so I feel good about that. The second week, we decided to go live again. We were going live very often last year, and then we got really busy, and we
stopped.
We failed to continue it, so we started doing that. So here we are. This is second, and this being the beginning of the third week, getting more serious about my exercise program.
Okay.
And I'm doing that.
Great. What are you doing?
I'm heading to strength training tomorrow.
That's true. We have strength training tomorrow. I was feeling very, because it's snowy and a little icy around here right now. So going outside to do exercise is not. It's an excuse.
So my New Year's resolution.
Not interested in doing it. Yeah. So tell us about.
So my New Year's resolution was to add something new each week to enhance my life.
Very cool. And I like that. I mean,
I'm committed.
Yes, and you know what you're committing to, and you know you have the time frame already set up to do that.
Yeah.
So I think that's.
I even started. I actually even started.
And you've been doing it.
I started the week before, actually.
Okay.
I wanted to really. This is the year I really enhanced my guitar playing. So
He's been practicing.
Yes, I've been practicing and documenting my practice and journaling each day. With the metronome. Me and the metronome are now best friends.
That's cool.
Anyway,
so yeah, I'm really glad you brought this up because I kind of shied away from doing a resolution. I have a vision board. I have a couple of things I want to revise on it for this year, but I haven't done it because I haven't done it. I just haven't done it. So I can list a bunch of excuses why I haven't done it yet, or I could just do it. So tell me how I should. So
anyway, sticking to your January resolution and beyond, sticking to your New Year's resolution beyond January can be a challenge. You okay?
Yeah,
it can be a challenge. But there are many things that can keep you motivated. Here are some tips we can give it. Make your New Year's resolution smart. And forget the first 15 days of this year. Let's start over.
Just because, don't throw everything out now.
Put your resolutions in the chat below.
Yeah, tell us what you're going to do this year.
Tell us what your resolution is this year. Put your big resolution in there, but make it smart. You've heard of SMART goals. Make your resolution SMART goals. Specific instead of healthy. You know, I want to get instead of like I want to get healthy. I want to
Be
walk
specific about what you want.
30 minutes. Walk for 30 minutes 3 times a week.
Right, or drink
8 glasses of water.
8 glasses of water every day.
Every one of your phones out there.
Be specific, and so that way you are being specific.
Yeah, so you have to be specific. They have to be measurable.
That was that 8 glasses part.
30 minutes.
Right?
30
minutes
times.
Of exercise,
30.
8 glasses of water. So that otherwise if you don't make a trackable.
With my guitar practice, I committed to 15 minutes a day because I've been playing hard. And anybody out there who plays the guitar knows you have to build up your calluses and make them work. And my hands were hurting a little bit. So
I was going to say, 15 minutes for that, especially as you're trying to build that up. It's like that's like sort of the most you can do.
Well, I started at 15. I've actually gotten 2 practice sessions at 30 minutes. So it's a little bit. You have to make it attainable. Again, in my guitar practice, going from 70 beats per minute totally clean on playing scales to 120 beats per minute totally clean is an obtainable scale if I stick with it. Right?
Yeah.
Has to be relevant.
But you got, relevant. So it's something that really matters to you. It's not just somebody else's expectations. So make it, it needs to matter to you. It needs to make a difference to you. This isn't something that somebody wants you to do. This is something that you want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
it'll be much easier to keep it too.
And then the third one is time bound.
Right. So when we said 8 glasses of water a day.
Yes. Gives you a time somewhere. If you want to lose, if you're looking, I mean, everybody wants to lose weight. Everyone wants to get in better fitness shape. I'll come back to that in a second.
Okay.
I would like to lose 8 pounds before our Florida event. And that's what I've been sort of my goal is. So that's about 2 months away from now.
I was just about to say we're a little less than 2 months away.
But here's
I'd like to lose 8 pounds.
Like 8 pounds, lose 8 pounds. But here's what I've learned.
I'm going to get on the scale tomorrow and start with my
doing what we do. Ashley and I meet a lot of people. I know a number of professional sports players. There is nobody I've ever heard in all my years of meeting people, and I know tens of thousands of people. No one I know is happy with their health.
Happy as in content.
Content.
Like, okay, where I am now is perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even we were in a room with Tom Brady last year, and even Tom Brady was like, I can do better.
Yeah.
The dude's a freaking monster when it comes to fitness. He's incredibly chiseled. He's good looking. He eats vegan, I believe, or vegetarian. He's just an incredible health, and he's like, I can do better.
Okay.
Right.
Right. Yeah, totally. But I think too, there's a point where you don't want to obsess over your goals. Like you want to be highly motivated, but you don't want it to take over your life completely.
Right.
So I think that one of the things that we talked about with this, and this might be a reason why people quit their resolutions, is that they're focused on perfection and not on progress.
Yeah. So you got to focus on progress. I'll even say with my guitar practicing, there was one day last week that was just like, okay, that sucked. I actually wrote it in the book. Like today was not the best day of practice.
Good.
But the fact that I wrote it in the book and the fact that it was progress.
Yeah.
It was.
You did it.
I did it.
You did it and you wrote it down. You tracked it and
I felt like a 2-year-old like eating cake.
Yeah, sometimes you just don't. Sometimes you're just not feeling it. But again, if you're committed to the outcome, you're going to do the small things every day to get you closer to your goal, right? And that's going to keep you motivated too. So even writing it down, like that sucked.
That was the win.
That was the win because you put in the time. You. It's not always going to be perfect.
That's another thing. So we start off. We do some training sessions
every morning.
And we do it every morning. Yeah, I forget that. We run about 4 different. We do a training session for our staff every morning, and we do other training sessions for people outside our organization on a regular basis. And we always start off with wins. What's your win? And it could be something minor. I mean, if it's if you work from home, or you're looking for your next opportunity right now, the win could be getting up at 7 a.m. every day, 6:30. Name your time. Being as our mentor Grant Cardone said, I beat the sun up every day. I realize it's easier for him though.
Because the sun doesn't come up as early?
It's not as big as a swing.
Oh, okay.
I was in South Florida.
Yeah. So I was thinking about it. I mean, one of the things that I do want to do this year is start getting out of bed earlier. But I also realize I need to be specific about it. Like, what's that time frame? But I don't need to say like, okay, I normally get up at like 7:30 and it's time to go 5:30. Like I don't have to go completely off my, I can just either incrementally, like this week, I'm going to get up at 7:15, and then next week I'll get up at 7. And then maybe by that point I'm like, okay, this is stupid. Get up at 6. But you know what I mean? You don't have to take on this massive goal and that completely disrupts your life. You can do things incrementally.
Right.
Which is why I love what you're doing about introducing something new each week.
Yeah.
Because that's a way of like, okay, I'm going to start doing this, but I'm not going to try to do it all at once. Because doing it all at once can be really overwhelming, because then you're just like, okay, I'm so focused on making sure that we're eating better that I forgot to practice my guitar today. Or I'm so focused on, drinking 8 glasses of water today that I kind of forgot about what I was going to do with something else.
Eating or whatever it is.
Yeah. So by taking it in steps. And then by then too, you're developing habits, which is really what this whole resolution thing is about, right? You're saying, I'm resolving to do this. I'm promising to myself that I'm going to do this. But if you try to take it on too much too fast, then you feel disappointed in yourself, right? And then you lose confidence in yourself, and that's no good.
Yeah, and if it comes to exercise and stuff like that, if you're over a certain age, you can actually get hurt. So be careful.
Yeah, you got to take it easy. You got to ease into it sometimes. Like, depends. There's some action that you don't want to take too much of and then hurt yourself.
And if you do slip up, you eat that whole cake or bag of donuts or whatever it is that you shouldn't have eaten. Don't beat yourself up. Just you know what? I'll get back on track tomorrow.
There you go.
You take that bag of donuts.
Tomorrow is another day.
Fill it with apple slices.
Okay.
No.
I don't know. That sounds, I don't know. It's funny. I eat an apple and then I'm like hungrier than I was before I ate it.
I found that out too. I don't know why.
Like celery. Celery. It's like a negative food.
You eat an apple. Why are you hungry?
Why? Was I expecting to I don't know, either the sugars just kind of went right by me, or I'm not sure about that. But yeah, we focusing on the progress too. It's like celebrating those small wins, right? Like, yay me, I did this today, or yay me, I did this twice today, or something like that. Just to acknowledge yourself for the fact that you're doing something different, and it's something that you're choosing for yourself.
Right. Next, you need to stay motivated. One of the ways you can stay motivated: find an accountability partner. Find somebody who's going to call you out or help you out. Share your goals with a friend or a family member, and tell them what you're doing, and
absolutely,
and do the same to them.
And make sure it's somebody who actually is supportive of you. Sometimes what we have found in our lives is that we're focused on change, and then we find out some of our friends are like, "Oh, you don't need to do that. You look great just the way you are. Why do you want to get up earlier? That's not your accountability partner. Don't choose them, because they're not going to help. They're going to give you excuses. They're not going to give you the motivation to stay on it. So find people around you who are your best champion. And if you need to be your own best champion, do that. I found when I was just ready to make the changes that I needed and wanted to make, I was probably the best person to. I'm so sorry. It's so unusual.
Anyway, reward yourself for milestones. If you have a, I don't know. Let's see what we can do. So you work, you're eating properly, doing everything right. Reward yourself with maybe a little dessert.
Yeah, but I'd also say or or it doesn't have to be a food gift to yourself, especially if you're trying to control your diet. It could be like, I'm going to take a bubble bath tonight, or I'm going to
Go buy another guitar.
oh boy, or I'm going to, or read something that you enjoy, or go listen to music that you love, that gets you excited and that you just enjoy.
If you're on
just give yourself a treat of a couple of minutes to yourself. It's like give yourself some self-care.
If you're on a weight loss journey, maybe it's buying a new outfit. You achieve a certain size, you decide to treat yourself to a certain amount of spend for a new outfit or something like that.
Absolutely. And if it's something where you're thinking in your head, I don't want to buy something new until I have lost the weight, you can choose something that's not necessarily size focused. So it could be like a fabulous scarf, or new cosmetics, or a great hair care product splurge that you wouldn't normally spend the money on, to just throw a couple of bucks in there. So
yeah. Then visualize the outcome. What is it you're looking to achieve? What is that? Why did you set the resolution in the first place? What does success? I know.
So what is it looking like to you? Just kind of like killing it on the guitar, or like, next year at IMAX, you're going to be there, like playing with the band. Actually, you sort of did that already.
Knowing
like, what is
for me would be able to play all parts of the song.
Okay.
But lead, rhythm,
cool.
Whatever it is, and maybe there would be a home run for me to be able to do that on many songs.
Okay.
The other success, imagine I at one time was a smoker in my life, and 2 times I was a smoker in my life, and I couldn't imagine quitting. And then when I quit, the vision was not smelling like smoke. The vision was not spending. At the time, cigarettes were probably $6 a pack. Spending, $6 a day on a cigarette habit and those types of things. So.
That's awesome. I like that. I have, I think I have a couple of outfits that are in my closet that I look forward to getting back into. So those are my vision. That's my visualization. It's like, ooh, I'm going to get to wear that suit again when I reach my weight goal or my fitness goal. So, having that there, and putting it in a place that's a little bit more prominent every day, is probably something that could be even more effective for me. So.
The other thing you can do is find inspiration. Find a book, find a podcast, find someone to follow on Instagram or TikTok or YouTube who's done what you want to do. Hear their journey. Listen to what they're about. And that can help you get there.
I like that.
I mean, that's a mentor. You don't have to. The mentors in your life you don't have to necessarily know them or pay for them.
Right.
You can just follow them.
You can read their book. You can follow them on their social channels. You can just learn more about them and learn how they went about. I know the change in their life.
There's a resolution for some people.
Okay, bring it.
Reduce screen time.
Ooh.
Are
we talking like Netflix? Or are we talking the computer? Or
we're
talking
on your cell phone? On your cell phone, just. We all get reports now on how much time we're spending on our phone. Just reducing.
It tells me.
Tells you.
It tells me. Well, what's funny lately? It only tells me how much less time or more time I did last week, but it doesn't tell me like how.
Are you winning?
It's not giving me. Yeah, see, I don't know. I'm like, if I spent less time on it, is that good or bad? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I spent less time on a game and more time on the phone. Like, isn't that? It's not giving me the specifics. Maybe I need to look that up.
So the other thing you do, make it a lifestyle, not a chore. It's taken a long time. I don't eat many sweets. I like sweets. I can eat a lot of sweets, but I don't. I've made it a lifestyle to not eat sweets over the years. Right?
That's true. So
I'm that guy to get one bite.
He's the one bite guy.
I have one piece of chocolate cake. Where's the difference between the first bite and the whole cake? And I used to be the guy who could eat the whole cake.
Yeah,
the first drink in the entire bottle of vodka.
I'll consume whatever's in front of me, which is part of my challenge. So that's why I love having Gus in my life, who is the chef for the house. to make sure that, and sometimes I'll ask, like, tell me this is just one serving so that I'm not overindulging, because I don't need that much food, but I don't have a shut off for that. So I need my accountability partner here to help me out with that.
Yeah.
But then the other piece of that is the one bite. So now we have some dessert foods in the house that are literally like small bites. Now, the key is to just take one or two of them and then put it back into the cabinet. Although last night it was kind of like, I'll have another.
But here's the other thing we've done though. When it comes to those dessert things, if we're doing that, we also buy high quality.
Yes.
If you buy, a typical name brand over the counter, I say over the counter. You're walking through the supermarket and the candy's all sitting there. You buy one of those candy bars that are sitting there. They're empty calories, of serious sugar, and the amount of nutrition there is near zero.
Well, and on the same token, they're not like, I mean, if you're a chocolate fan like I am, like, get really good chocolate, like dime up. You're not going to have the quantity, but you are so going to have the quality, and it's a much more satisfying than, to have a small piece of something really delicious than it is to like jam a whole nasty
New Year's Eve.
What did we do?
I had one of possibly the best single bites of an unhealthy item.
What'd you have?
You had some too.
Oh, was it good?
It was about this big.
Now I'm excited.
It was a mini Philly cheesesteak. It was
ridiculous.
It was more. No,
I thought you were going to talk about a sweet.
No.
I don't remember.
But that was one bite. Like, if I could have that made all the
me.
time, that satisfied me for the whole. I'm like, oh my God, it was like eating a whole cheesesteak. It was. We did eat the whole cheesesteak, but it was only 2 inches long.
It was tiny.
It was tiny, and it was amazing. It was phenomenal.
It was really good. Thank you for reminding me how phenomenal that was. That was a treat. And I was just, part of me was like, should we trip the waiter and grab the tray? But you were like, no, that was plenty.
Yeah.
Like, we don't want to have more quantity.
The other thing was there, New Year's Eve. The other thing there was that was great that night, and you
champagne.
Yeah, you had plenty of that too.
Lots of it.
The shrimp. Now, shrimp is somewhat healthy for you.
Yeah.
I mean, it's something you can consume a little bit more of, and
and I did.
There's a lot of shrimp there.
It was really good though.
And then the other thing you can do to make it a lifestyle, you can incorporate it into your planner. I have, my planner here, the other day, and all the stuff I have going on there. You see, pages are full. I don't know if you can see it or not. But anyway, divide you're gonna have real fun in your life, and add something. Put your life into 6-minute segments.
Schedule your life.
Schedule your life.
6-minute
segments.
You get busy fast.
If you're looking to work out, do a run in place for 6 minutes. If you haven't done it in a while, you won't make it past 2.
But work your way up to the 6 minutes, and you're right. I mean, it doesn't seem. I think a lot of people are like, if I can't give it the whole 30-minute workout, then forget it.
There's a book.
But a 10-minute workout is better than no workout. So just do it for 10 minutes. And then maybe tomorrow you'll get 12 minutes. And maybe the next day you'll get 15 minutes or 6. I mean, so you can just kind of jump in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yes.
There's a book. So there's a book called the 5-second rule.
Could be. There is a book.
It's called the
5-second rule.
The 5-second rule. So basically, every decision you make and everything you do within 5 seconds.
Right. Don't overthink it. Don't sit there. Don't let it just 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, doing it.
Yeah, blast off. You want to get out of bed in the morning? Use the 5-second rule. Go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And jump out of bed. And
just get it. Get into action. And then I think what's so great. Yeah, go ahead.
Cold plunge. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, this sucks.
Or you could decide not to do that. No, I know it's really good for you. I know there are like healing qualities to the cold plunge. Does that count what I did, like going out and shoveling the driveway today? That was a cold plunge.
If you didn't have your coat on, yes.
No, I had my coat on.
Anyway.
I totally had my coat on.
Also, focus on the benefits of why you're doing it. Why is
the results?
It's probably the biggest thing. If you're not motivated, why do it anyway?
Right. You have to, that's the future state, right? So you have your current state. We're learning about change management and the work that we're doing. So the whole point of change management is to bridge you from the current state to the future state. So think about the future state. Think about what's going to be better about the future state. Think about how much better you'll feel about yourself, about how much healthier, whatever it is that you're looking to do. I know, there are people who go to school to go get another degree so that they can get a better job, and it sometimes degree programs, depending on what you're taking, that's a lot of time. It's a lot of money. I mean, it's a pretty significant commitment. So like you need to keep thinking about like, this is why I'm doing that. You got to have your why somewhere on nearby. I'm putting mine on my vision board, and it's like, this is why I want to do this.
I saw this woman in the news a couple weeks ago. She
I'm so eager to hear this.
She got her doctor's degree. I don't think she's
a doctorate.
Doctorate.
Yes.
I don't think she's 30 yet.
Oh my.
Maybe 32. She's amassed $385,000 in debt, and she's got a job making like $60,000 a year. Where with her degrees, she could be making $180,000. She's doing like she's a lawyer.
Okay. She's doing a lot of pro bono stuff, or a lot of.
She's working for like a nonprofit.
Got it.
And it's just her goals aren't aligned with her lifestyle. And basically she's in financial trouble. But why did she get that? Why did she get that degree? And was that a realistic degree to get if you weren't going to use it? And the person that was a financial guru and was like basically telling her go get a real job for 2 or 3 years and make.
Well, that's it. You need to be responsible to yourself and your debt and your family, and make sure that you're taking care of yourself first. I think that's one of the things we talk about the most in our monthly group coaching calls for women, is that you have to take care of yourself first before you can take care of anybody else. Because if you're not taking care of yourself, you can't help anybody else. Like, it just doesn't work. You need to be strong for yourself first. Yeah. So I think one of the things that we can say about New Year's resolutions, keeping them, recharging them, starting up again if you let it fall off, is like that builds a stronger you, like builds a stronger foundation for yourself. So yeah. Yeah.
There's some apps out there you can use to help you get along. Many apps are already built into your phone. Also, here's a great book, Atomic Habits by James Clear. That's a great book to read. Anyway.
But that's the whole point, right? You're doing something every day that eventually becomes a habit.
So my habit next week is to add, become more consistent with my reading.
Okay. And I have thought about 100 times. Like I need to carve. I usually 20 minutes. Go into a corner somewhere with a good reading light and just read.
I think I have 6 books that I have to finish.
Yeah,
from
probably
the end of last year, and I've got my own book coming out.
I know.
Hooked on Network. It's coming out on February of this year.
Yay!
And we're super excited about that.
We'll probably talk more about that when it comes out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is very cool. So Atomic Habits by James Clear, and then there's also Tiny Habits.
I've read Atomic Habits. I've not read Tiny Habits.
Okay.
But BJ Fogg. I know somebody named Bob Fogg.
Okay.
I wonder if that's his book.
If that's his book, well, we'll have to find that out. But yeah.
All right.
So
we're going to let you go. Conquer those New Year's resolutions. Put your resolution in the comments below.
Tell us what you're up to.
If you're on the YouTube channel, subscribe to us. Also, if you need help in any area of your life that you want to advance, give Ashley and I call. Let us know. Hit us up, send us a message, and we'll see what we can do for you.
We're connectors.
Thanks
for joining us.